Good morning and welcome to another Comment Chaos live stream with me, Christian Rauchenwald. As in yesterday's first episode of this series, this stream is about showing you the other side of what it is to be a YouTube creator, waking up in the morning and then dealing with comments. So it's basically a way for, like everyone to have a chance to ask the questions that they might have not gotten answered in one of my videos, while at the same time also show you like some of the maybe more dumb or more insulting comments that we also get as YouTube creators. So as usual, since those streams are unscheduled, meaning, okay, my chat is not working properly here. 1 second. Do I see it here? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try that. So while those streams are unscheduled, we're gonna wait a minute or two to give everyone that wants to tune in the chance to actually tune in. Okay, now my comments are here. So here we go. No, that seems like to be yesterday's call. No, like what? Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. And yeah, so I hope you all had a great first day into the week. And as said, for me, it's still morning and I'm still drinking my first coffee, which means I'm not that fast yet. And as you can see, I also didn't take care of this yet. But yeah, like that's life. So can't always worry about like how I look. Yeah. Anyway, so as said, this is clearly not awake yet. As said, so this live stream is meant to show you guys like how it is to deal with the comments, but also basically based on the comments, you probably get answers to questions that I might have overlooked in my videos. It also gives you a chance to, like ask whatever else it is you want to know, like that I haven't covered in one of my videos, or like new questions that came up for you guys. And yeah, basically, and for me, it's like a nice, decent way to start into the day. As usual, everything I say in this video / live stream is my personal opinion and in no way financial or professional advice of any kind. You should always do your own research, consult certified professionals, draw your own conclusions, and make your own decisions. It's crazy how I already know that by heart. And yeah, but that's pretty much the case. I'm always just sharing what I think. That does not mean that it might be the best thing for you as well. And you should always look for like additional sources, additional information to make your own decisions. Besides that, I shared it yesterday already. So if I were to use YouTube, which I might open up and share in a second. So in case you're also dealing with social media of any kind, screen share, here we go. Then content, here we go. No, not content, comments. Then I would not be able to properly reply to comments because I would only see the initial comment. And if somebody then replies to me again, I would not see that. Yeah. So you see, like it only shows a handful of new comments, and somehow there are a lot of like very old ones that I think I already answered that might just not have been saved. Anyway, so that's why we are using a software called Agora Pulse, and you can find a link to that down in the description below, which is really super great. And honestly, over the years, the best thing I found, although a little pricey, I have to admit it, to deal with comments and like other stuff on several social media profiles. Now, that said, since we're already here, let's get started. We can see that today, this morning, we have 11 unanswered comments on YouTube. And so here the first one is like probably a Pi Network video. Yep, Irina's Pi Network KYC video from last July, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I can't submit my KYC application. I need help, please. Yeah, like those are the things I mentioned it yesterday in the stream with another comment as well. If you have any issues, like it doesn't work, I can't do it, or stuff like that, it doesn't help. Like without any description, like, okay, when I click on this, whatever, the screen just keeps loading or something like that. So without the issue description, it's impossible to provide anyone with an answer. So we're gonna just reply here, wish I could help. Maybe since there's like semi-official subreddit on for Pi Network, that is like our Pi Network, maybe post your issue at, and don't forget to include more details, like what exactly is happening when you try. Yeah, so it's kind of like wasting time for everybody involved if you share, and it's not only for my YouTube channel or for Pi Network or something like that. If you reach out to any kind of support because something is not working and you just write it is not working, well, you will not get the answer you're looking for because they don't know like which phone are you using. Is it iOS? Is it Android? Or if we're talking about other projects or things, is it maybe Windows, Linux, macOS? Which version are you using? What exactly are you doing? So like, okay, first I open the Pi Network app, then from there I go to the main menu, Pi browser, to open the Pi browser, and in the Pi browser I press Pi KYZ, and then whatever, the loading screen gets stuck, or I see that message or something like that. And with information about, and I already tried and checked for updates, so my apps are up to date, blah, blah, blah. And if you then share it with, didn't I just, I just answered that, yeah. If I then just, if you then share that with support, you obviously are more likely to get an actual useful answer because they then have some information to work with, yeah. Now, next comment, I ordered a Nook PC 25 watt average to see if this could be profitable. Yeah, Nooks are super nice. For those of you that don't know Nooks, so those are like super tiny PCs. And I also considered getting one of those, but the issue I had with it is basically that there is no space to actually build a hard drive RAID, or not RAID, but multiple hard drives, since I'm also running a store chain node. So yeah, like nice, yeah. So I just recently, might cover in a video because I'm still waiting for the final case to put everything in. I just recently built myself, in quotes, would say low energy, yeah. And overall, that PC that I built is now, it's now using 60 watts consistently. I assume that's a word, yeah. And yeah, considered getting something like a Nook as well, but needed something a little bigger to also fit 3.5-inch drives for storage. And in this case, what we can also add, so in general, also if you are running any of the bandwidth sharing apps, yeah, then you can, let's do it like this and just, okay, there should be, okay, there's no, okay, yeah, perfect. So I have a playlist on bandwidth and resource sharing apps, which basically covers all the projects that I've reviewed in the past. So like if they pay out, how they work and so on, yeah. And so if you're using any of the bandwidth sharing apps like Honeygain or EarnApp or so, then consider running the other ones as well, because you can run them parallel, which means that you earn more. Yeah, so they are having different client bases, so it's not that you earn less if you run them parallel, it's you actually earn more because each service has their own clients, and therefore all those clients can then work through your device, and therefore you end up earning more. Yeah, you should also consider installing more than just Earn app. See, there we go. Blah, blah, blah. How do physical deliveries work? So that's about my video that I made. In case you're not aware, you should check it out. How I paid with Pi coins for Hogwarts Legacy, or actually how Irina did it. So my wife bought Hogwarts Legacy, and now I'm the one that grinds it all the time. Yeah, unexpected. Which, by the way, reminds me, in case you're not aware, like you might recall, I had my gaming streams once per week on YouTube. However, that doesn't mix very well. So the in quotes crypto passive income audience, obviously many of you don't care about gaming. I actually enjoy it. And so we decided to actually move that to Twitch. And so 2 days ago, we had the first live stream again on my Twitch channel. You can find me there as well, Christian Rauchenwald. I'm doing my best to schedule streams there in advance. So probably might have a stream today. So still have to look into what else is planned for the day, and we'll then schedule it later. And you can also, on the About section, there is a schedule part. I mean, we're still working on a lot of those things, but there you basically can just subscribe to the calendar so you get the live streams that are happening directly into your calendar. However, I want to point out, like, while I also don't mind if there's 1 or 2 crypto questions asked, we're really now trying to separate my like live stream gaming and stuff from the crypto part. So yeah, Irina also shared the Twitch channel in the chat right now, so that makes it even easier. So if you go there and leave a follow and enable notifications, then you will not miss out on the Twitch gaming streams that are usually in the evening for me. So yeah, and close that, go back here. So yeah, and the question is, how do physical deliveries work and what safety does a customer have? Yeah, like, I mean, transactions or require trust, I would say. Yeah. But if you buy from the like owners of the subreddit at our games for pi or our where's the slash there, games for pi, so the exact usernames shown in my videos, then you shouldn't have much to worry about. Why not? Because obviously those people are super kind of like public, because they're constantly posting, and there's like a lot of worry about, because they already German keyboard layout got a lot of positive feedback from other users that made transactions before you. Yeah, so that's, by the way, so if you, I'm gonna share the links in the chat. So there's like games for pi, okay, like you have to press send, sorry. There is games for pi, and then we have games for pi. And again, have to press, does command enter work? No, shift. Yep, shift should do the trick. Yep. And then there is also local pi, so share that as well. So all those subreddits are basically about peer-to-peer transactions. So while local pi is about a community, so pretty much everyone can post there, but you will see that the games for pi user is actually also actively sharing a lot there. Like here, selling the PlayStation 5 plus God of War Ragnarok for 2,500 to 3,000 pi, probably depending on shipping. Or there's an Xbox One X for sale in Austria for 1,200 pi and whatnot. So while that local pi is also with like personal offers, or people looking for something, the games for pi subreddit, so games for pi written out and games for pi with the number, are basically run by 2 business owners or small businesses that are actually selling games and stuff. And games for pi, so the one written out is actually going above and beyond, because as you can see, like, he's offering hardware as well. So the PlayStation, cameras, smartwatches, and so on. Obviously, prices might not be as low as you would want them to be in pi or so. So you just have to ask and basically see what they charge. Don't forget to first ask them for how much they charge, and then mention that you have the discount code or the Rauchenwald C, so my last name plus first letter of the first name, so that you get another, I think it was 5% discount that both agreed on. So ask them first for the price, and then you will get another 5% discount from Games for Pi and Games for Pi. A little bit confusing, but yeah, anyway, circling back, that I just answered, so moving on. Okay, see, that's what I mean. In YouTube, I would not see that comment at all or that reply. So here, Agora Pulse is really, really great. So that was unrelated, but where would you recommend I store my passphrase? And I mentioned that the best thing would be obviously getting that metal thing here, although it's ridiculously expensive. So the billfold for 99 euro, and it's only for 12 words. So if you have a 24-word passphrase, you would need 2 of those. And if you have more than one wallet you want to keep track of, then you suddenly, are basically spending a ton of money just for that thing. There might be a cheaper solution, but like from commercial products, that would be the safest option to save your passphrase. However, that only makes sense if you have a hardware wallet, because if you are using MetaMask or have some hot wallet, so a wallet that is basically was created or has the recovery phrase stored on a device that is connected to the internet, then you might as well just use a password manager. Now, personally, we are using onepassword.com. Yeah, so I'm also going to share that link for the guys who want to check it out. It's a couple dollars per month per user, but it's super great because, as you can see, I have the Chrome extension here, although it's locked right now, and I'm not going to unlock it because I don't need it right now. But we also have the iOS app and a separate macOS app and the Windows apps and the Android apps and Linux apps and whatnot. Yeah, so it works on every device, and it's really cool because you have all your passwords always with you. And even if this computer dies, well, it doesn't matter because the passwords are all stored encryptedly behind a master key and master password that only I know. And yeah, so I always have them available on all devices, which is really, really cool. And it also handles two-factor authentication, which is even better because it means when I log into a website, I don't have to get my phone for the two-factor authentication, but I can just use directly the Chrome extension to copy the 6-digit or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so moving on. Yeah, so his reply. So I shared that would be the best option, and other than that, what did I say there? That we're using one password, yeah, so blah, 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 yeah. And then I saw a great idea for safely storing passwords, fireproof, waterproof. You just need a large bolt and nut and 24 large flat steel washers, what the fuck, with an engraving tool, metal stamp, or even a nail. Write each word on its own separate washer. What is a steel washer? So flat steel washer. Okay, hopefully Google doesn't show porn. I'm gonna check that. You never know when you Google for images. Okay, got it. So that's actually, I didn't know that they were called in English steel washer. So yeah, and okay, 24 of those. Oops, there we go. And then basically engraved, slide them onto the bolt. That's actually an incredibly idea, yeah. Actually, an incredible smart idea. Yeah, as long as one uses stainless steel. Yeah, how do you write steel? Like this, yeah. Wouldn't want to use lose your wrong keyboard layout. That's why we have the issue here. So there. Your passphrase due to rust. Yeah. And I think rust is also the English word, yeah. And yeah, here we go. So blah, 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 moving on. Oh, yeah, well, on spot. Yeah, I wish I would use my Mac here for replying and I would have emojis on my touch bar, which would make it more fun, but yeah, can't have everything. Couldn't reply. Okay, so click to try again. Couldn't reply. Okay, view on YouTube. Does that comment still exist or not? Nope. Doesn't exist anymore. Okay, weird, yeah. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, we recently launched or are in the process of launching some merchandise. I'm actually waiting for my stuff to get here. It should arrive in a week from now. So like caps, t-shirts, I didn't order hoodies yet, and other stuff. So if you want to proudly wear the CR icon, badge, whatever, and some other things, the US store is yet not fully filled. We're basically right now taking care of the European store, and which you can find I know it's a lot of links, EU redshirt.net, that should be the right URL. Nope, it's not. Okay, then you can find it, or I can find it here on the Twitch channel in the About section. I think there we already linked it. Merchandise, European store, there we go. Oh no, that's the wrong. There we go, Europe, that's the wrong. .de, yeah. So in case you're curious and want to check out some merchandise, so yeah, there you go. And back we go. So cannot answer that, but it's already reviewed, so it doesn't matter. Okay. There, Bondex KYZ, we are mining free Bondex token. How can we pay $2? Should also run ads for fees we can pay. Honestly, KYC used to be free in Bondex, so if they're charging $2 now, or it's not even now, like it's already been a while, yeah. But it just comes down to that. I mean, at the end of the day, you're expecting to profit from a project, and if you're expecting to make more than $2 profit, then it shouldn't be an issue to invest the $2 to cover the fee, yeah. So if you expect to make more than $2 in profit from that, it shouldn't. Where are you? It shouldn't be an issue for you to cover the $2 fee for KYC. It's also because it's like, if you consider like KYZ with Yoti and other providers costs at least like around $1, maybe with some discount, it gets a little cheaper. And yeah, if you then consider, for example, a project like Pi Network, if they would keep using a third-party provider and actually pay for it, they would need like $33 million just to cover the KYZ costs, yeah, which is why Pi Network went and developed their own KYZ solution. But for other projects, it's understandable that they actually at some point might ask users to cover the KYZ costs if there's a reason for KYZ. Now, in case you're not familiar with Bondex, Bondex is a little bit like a LinkedIn on the blockchain. So their KYZ makes sense so that each user, not only from the token distribution, so that nobody can scam the platform and get more tokens than what they would deserve by having multiple accounts, but also from a use case perspective, so that each profile on the platform is actually a unique verified human being. And if they would have to suddenly spend 100,000, 200, 300,000 or more just on KYZ, well, the project would be dead in the water, because most people just overestimate how much money one makes from ads. You know, like it's similar on YouTube. You know, if I make a YouTube video and I enable forced ads, so the ones that you cannot skip, then those ads pay way less money than if it's just regular ads that are like, how to say that are, you know, where you can have the skip button. Because if I force you to watch an ad, obviously it means you're likely not interested, or the chance that you're interested is less likely. So the chance that you interact with the ad is also like less likely. So advertisers pay less. But if it's an ad that you can skip and you don't skip it, the chance that you actually want to see the ad or want to know what the ad shows or whatever is higher, which means advertisers pay more. And the same is there, like in all the mobile ads, where in quotes forced to watch a few ads, those are paid ridiculously low because they are forced on users. So they're not like, I want to see an ad now, I have an option to skip it. And therefore the money that companies like Bondex, Pi Network and so on make is like way less than what people think, while on the other hand, the server expenses are much, much higher. So as you may know, my wife and I have a small software business, for example, and while we have around like 5,000 users at the moment or so, considering that we have test systems and live system and so on, we spend around $1,000 per month just for the servers. Now, our servers are doing something different than what a Pi Network server would do and so on, yeah, clearly. So you cannot just scale that and say, okay, for 5,000 users, they pay $1,000, then for 50,000 Pi Network users, it would be 10,000. But just to give you an idea, like while technology gets cheaper and web hosting and servers get cheaper and so on over time, or got cheaper, it's like, yeah, it's by far not as cheap as most people think, and the advertising revenue is by far not as high as most people think. Yeah. Yeah, so moving on, next comment, give the link to the registration. So in general, with all of my videos, if I'm talking about a project, the links are always in the video description. So, and I'm fairly certain I mentioned that in each of the videos as well. So is it a scam? Well, yeah, you should be able to decide that for yourself. Wink. No emojis here. Annoying. Let's try it like this. B-Network is actually an interesting case because it started or launched relatively shortly after Pi Network. And while with Pi Network, we have like a mainnet blockchain and blockchain wallets and actually transaction going on. B Network also had progress, but it's different kind of progress. And I'm like still working on a video to basically share where they are at right now. Yeah, I wouldn't say the project failed or so, but they just went in a different direction, and so it's still like up in the air if there will be any value to it. They actually went heavy into like integrating advertising and like, you know, like those install that app and reach level 20 to get that and that in reward. And people actually in theory already can get US dollar or USDT as rewards in the app by completing those offer wall things. But yeah, like personally haven't been able to withdraw any of that yet and so on, and still looking in a million things. So, but I'm still using the app. So in case you're wondering, I'm still every day, unless I forget on a day, but I'm every day starting my session and so on, because there's nothing to lose. Like I lose 5 extra seconds, or with B Network 15 extra seconds because it takes longer to load for me. But other than that, I still see light at the end of the tunnel for B Network. Not saying that it will be guaranteed that it will be worth something or something like that, yeah. But it's similar like with other projects, like, I don't know, Alpha Network, where initially it looked like it will never turn out to anything other than be a scam to make money from ads or something, which actually turned out to launch their own exchange where you can sell your alpha coins. Doesn't mean that it will turn into a big, great, legit project or so, but just that people actually made money from the effort of pushing a button once per day. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, thanks a lot. Love to see that. So that's basically, yeah, like where we answered yesterday, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, we also answered, that was last week. So accidentally locked up for 3 years, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so it's about the mining bonus. So if you lock up in Pi Network, and for example, you pick a 100% 3-year lockup initially, you get whatever, let's say 500% mining boost. And then for the next migration, however, you change the lockup to whatever, 50% for 2 weeks, and which then means it would not change your mining, or it would not undo your initial mining boost. It would just combine it. So based on 500 for 100% for 3 years would then be like with a complicated formula considered in combination with your new mining boost, and that with your new lockup settings, and that would then calculate a new mining boost. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody knows that yet. Why not just update your I already accidentally saved settings for 3 years lockup, and that's why I'm wondering what the process to ensure blah blah blah. Yeah, then yeah, once he gets the coins migrated, just wait for your coins to migrate, and then you can update the settings instantly. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the last one that it says here, since there was 2 comments in the same message, and then it says new. No, there is nothing new. And then Twitter, I'm not sure if there's anything. Like, why would somebody tag me in a Pi Network comment? Yeah, like, I don't have a screenshot here, but yeah. Let's check Twitter real quick. I'm not logged in there, I guess. Yeah, no, I am actually, so that's nice. So profile. Oh, it's the wrong account. Am I? Okay, I'm not logged in. I think my handle there is Christian Rauch. Or Raucher, let's see. Nope, that's not me. That's me. Much better. Much better. So blah blah blah, media. Okay, so many new videos, and many of them about Pi Network. And do we find that has to be somewhere here, yeah. So copy image. Do I have to save it, or can I just paste it? Probably need to save it or not. I just paste it. Yeah, it doesn't work. Save image. Yeah. Okay, so downloads. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna mark that one as reviewed. Yeah, like, I mean, on YouTube, honestly, if it's just some random worthless scamming of referral codes, yeah, then on YouTube I would remove it and basically ban the user from the channel, to be honest. Yeah, I covered it yesterday, but you guys might have missed it, so I'm gonna cover it today as well. So I don't mind if people share referral codes, but only if it has some additional value to it. So it's like kind of like I put effort into the videos, and then somebody shows up and just is like, use my referral code. Yeah, like I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, like I don't know the comparison, but yeah, like I'm sure you can understand if you would put effort into, I don't know, writing a blog post, recording a video, whatever, like growing a following on Instagram or something, and then other people just show up and basically piggy bank off your effort without contributing in any way, then you would also probably just remove those comments or whatever. And however, if your comments, so if I have a video, for example, about Pi KYZ, and then the video doesn't mention something, I just forgot something, whatever, and people ask the same question, the comments, and then you write a new comment that answers that common question, and at the same time say, hey, by the way, if you haven't signed up yet, use my referral code. That's perfectly fine, and I won't remove the comment because it actually contributes. But if your comment is just spam, then it gets removed. Why? Because I don't want my comment section for Pi Network videos to just be 200 comments of like my referral code is. That doesn't help anyone, because then the people that check the comments to find some answers or so also will not find them, because it will just be referral code spam. Yeah. And yeah, now chat messages. So yeah, like Hussein, yeah, hello everyone, in case I didn't greet earlier. Yeah, I said still early for me, still at my first coffee. I'm mining 3 years, still no imagination. I'm not sure what you mean by that in terms of no imagination. Yeah. Bullet Stopper, welcome. Whatever happened to CoinApp and XYO? Well, you can take a look. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know what you mean by whatever happened, because coin market cap. So other than the value being down, like for most other projects, so if we look at all time, we're like far away from the what did we have here? Almost 7 cents, and now we're at like half a cent. Yeah. But other than that, it's like just working regularly. Actually, yeah, again, app.coinapp, or was it my coinapp? Not sure, or was my coin? Okay, coinapp, yeah. And now I actually need to unlock my beautiful password manager. So just takes a moment, since my master password is like 26 digits. So let's, yeah, and that's why I love 1Password, because it's just so, yeah, that's what I didn't. So now I have to change my password. Great. But doesn't seem, am I in the wrong? Sign in, okay. Okay, sign in, yeah. And now I have to change my, I already have coin. So where's my account? No, so okay, I'm in the wrong, my coin app. So it's my coin app, yeah. Okay, submit. And what do we have? History, GeoMines, yeah. Oh, on that account, I'm actually, that's on my iPhone. That's hardly running coin app, yeah. Actually, let's switch accounts. Yes, would like to log out. And I think that one is on an Android phone. So just in case you're wondering, you're not only allowed to have multiple accounts, but you're actually encouraged to have multiple accounts. Because if you would use the same account on multiple devices, then you would probably get banned, because the same account would send different location data at the same time. But yeah, as you can see, we're still earning every day. Varies how much. Sometimes I forget to make sure that the app is running. As you can see here, then it's less. And then sometimes on other days, I don't know, on average, when I don't forget that the app should be running, it probably is around 200 to 250 coin. Now, if we fire up a calculator, so let's say 250 times 30 days is 7,500. So it's like 15,000 in 2 months, which means 1.5 payout. So it's like $7.50 per 2 months that we get from that one phone that's just on the desk, and it's also running a few other things. And yeah, then there's a second phone where I'm running that as well. Yeah. Now, so CoinApp and so on. CoinApp actually also introduced a new feature, but it's already a couple of weeks ago. It's called like audio ads. So you can enable that on your device. It's super annoying if you hear it. So you have to have the volume of your of your phone to set at least to 3. And yeah, and with the volume set to at least 3, you then occasionally hear an audio ad. Like, but some community member in our Discord mentioned that it's like super profitable and increased their earnings a lot, and that they just have a spare phone that they put into a drawer so they don't hear it. And yeah, like, so if you can do the same, if you have a spare Android phone, install Koinly there. I mean, check out my Koinly videos if you don't know the project so far. And then yeah, and if you use the referral link that is below my videos, you also get, I think, 1,000 coin starting bonus or so. And yeah, then just put the phone somewhere, make sure it's running, and consider getting the Sentinel X BLE. That's the Bluetooth dongle that you can just hang somewhere. In my case, mine is actually hanging behind one of my screens in the office, and therefore every Koinly device in the vicinity, if it's on the free plan, automatically gets a 12 times boost, so earnings up by 12. And every device that would be on a paid plan gets a 10% flat boost. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, Hussein says you're the best apter. It's probably a word that sounds like I would have made it up. Not sure what you mean, if it's about like reviewing apps and stuff like that. Either way, I'm gonna take this as you are the best. Thank you very much. Yeah, you all are also great. Like, without you, without each of you, that YouTube channel wouldn't exist, you know, like, and it's really nice to, like, I don't know, like, in quotes, like, give back a little. So like, share projects that are profitable, and bring the attention to potential future profitable projects to people. But it's also even nicer to have, like, for example, our Discord community, where then community members actually share updates and share new projects, so that we are all helping each other. So why I'm the one that shares the videos about certain projects and so on, and there are so many projects that I have yet to cover where I just haven't found the time, or, you know, like, started it and then forgot about it, but it's still running in the background. And yeah, like, so I feel like the whole YouTube channel, it's really a great thing, because again, like, with the community, it's not just me sharing stuff, but no matter if it's in the YouTube comments or on our Discord server, it's like an entire community of people that constantly shares with others, okay, hey, there's this new service, or hey, this service announced that change, and so on. So that everyone in the end, or at the end of the day, actually ends up earning a little bit more, with no extra effort. So instead of focusing on projects where, oh, you have to invest here because the interest is so high, just focusing on projects where, okay, you sign up here and then just make sure you do this and that, whatever, once per day, once per week, once per month, and you get a couple, whatever, like $5, $10 extra per month, for $50 per year, or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, so that concludes the comment chaos. I mean, as you see, it's still like a format that we publish, or that we should polish. I'm gonna work out, like, maybe record some intro that I don't have to repeat the same stuff every day for everyone. Yeah. And other than that, as said, it's not gonna happen every day. That's why it's not scheduled. So make sure to like, subscribe, and enable notifications, so you get an email, ideally by YouTube or from YouTube, that tells you when that thing happens, if you want to watch it. And other than that, yeah, like, either see you in the next days with another comment chaos stream, or see you in one of my videos, or see you in one of my other streams. There will be a few more live streams in the future, but not just like this, but for other stuff as well, like unboxings and stuff like that. So yeah, have a great day ahead. If it's still morning for you, and if it's already afternoon, then I hope you had a great day. And yeah, see you soon. So till then, bye-bye.